You might say to your listener, I have episodes coming out every Monday. Well, what would happen if you didn't have an episode come out on Monday? What would happen if you got busy? What would happen if you had so many clients that you just couldn't figure out how to record that week? Well, what may happen is you might not publish an episode on Monday. And if you've told your listener, I publish every Monday, then that's an identity for you. That's the way that they say he publishes every Monday. And as soon as you don't, they say, oh, something changed. I guess he doesn't do what he says, or I guess she doesn't do what she says. I guess this podcast host is just a liar. I guess I can listen to them when they feel like it because they told me that they would, but they don't follow through with their promises. So are they ever going to hire you for anything? Are they ever going to say, yeah, I can trust this person as my coach. I can trust this person as my mentor. I can trust this person as my customer service representative. I can trust this person as my attorney. I can trust this person as my fill in what you are. If you're not going to fulfill the things that you tell your listener, they're not going to trust you. And if they don't trust you, you're not making money. And so my client is fulfilling some promises. He is fulfilling the, weekly episode promise. He is fulfilling the promise where he says, hey, I liked how you talked about control. I'd like to get into there. We will in a couple of minutes. But first, I want to ask you more about this thing. And then he made sure that he got back into it. So how else can you fulfill a promise? You can fulfill a promise by having a podcast about a certain subject. Yeah, I let you down when I said that I'm a podcast about podcasting, and I had a whole bunch of episodes about ice baths and heat exposure, and a few episodes. You'll see them if you go back like 10-ish episodes. You'll see a bunch of those episodes where I was like really excited about this extra content, this additional content. And it was not necessarily the thing that I made a promise on. And so it can be hard for you to say, ooh, I'm not sure if I'm coming to this podcast and getting what I want. I don't want that for you. So you need to be thinking about the promises that you're sharing with your listener. The promises go with your title of your whole podcast and even a tagline or a subtitle. And they go with the title of the episode.